This is V8. Seems like he's been here as long as you can see. It's buried underneath. Oh. Welcome guys into part 2 of non-running cars. Immediately when I took a glance at this car, I said, this is definitely a Forex Boss car. So this one guys is a 2014 Mercedes-Benz A45 AMG. You know guys, Forex boys, they kind of like this kind of cars. Mostly this tuned AMG 45 by Brabus, they do produce 444 horsepower and does 0 to 60 miles sprint in 3.7 seconds, in which they are considered the fastest hatchbacks. So if you have this car guys, you pretty know guys how fast it is. But this one has been through a lot. Let me talk about its issues. So first of all, the engine is not starting, so which means if it's parked there, maybe it's parked somewhere and wanna move it, you cannot, because these kind of cars, they are not like the older ones in which you can put into neutral, then you can move them. These ones mostly they are moved by crane to the other places in which needs to be taken, but you can find your car with little stretches, especially underneath. The other issues are the engine is smoking, misfiring, which causes the car not to have no power, but it does turn on. And also another major thing is that the oil is leaking guys, so that's going to be a problem. You might have seen while I was giving the exterior tour of the car that the left passenger door kinda have scratches. Now this is where Paul Maleke gets in. So now you might be wondering who's Paul Maleke. So Paul Maleke is the one who mostly reps the cars for highly influential people like Kabza the Small, Tommy Sikomod. You can also go into his Instagram where mostly you can see guys his work. He does mangas. While I was busy scrolling along my phone, I came across this screenshot. I took this screenshot in 2021, which is guys, is kind of a coincidence guys to see a Brabus that was wrapped by Paul Maleke. That I took a screenshot of it in 2021, I see it in 2023. It is kind of a very good coincidence. So it was white before being wrapped, and after being wrapped it was this blue, which is I give myself guys a shout out, you know. I will also appreciate to go to Paul Maleke facility just to see him wrap the cars all day. But let's move on. I went to the back seat guys to check which one has a better legroom, because I've been to the GTI 1 series and now I am in the A45. But I can say all of them, they do have a pretty good legroom, because it's kind of a problem for tall people to get into the back seat. And the red stripes, as you can see. Now the current moment when I went to this facility, the current bid was 45,000, and after a week it got sold for around 125,000, which is a very good sharp increase, especially a car with these kind of issues where the engine is smoking, misfiring and oil leak. I hope guys the repairs they don't cost more than a car, because the brand new of these cars, they do cost more than a brand new BMW M3, which is guys, Mercedes, you know guys how expensive it is. If it does cost more than the car, it will be a very big loss.
Now guys, this is BMW 320i, the diesel one, which is a 2014 model, a very good one in a very good condition. Just there and there in which there are a few parts that are messed up. As you can see, the tire is flat, but that is not a very big problem. I had to get into the interior because as you can see, they're red guys, so spacious. Even though it's little dirty inside, but I can say this one, it's in a very good condition. About the bidding price at that current moment, I didn't know, because some cars it's a very big problem to get their number or to get it from the auction. Now this one has no key, it's a 2014 model, it's around 146 kilometers, obviously 1,000 automatic guys. I can say when you start working in a very good job, you must get this one automatic. But this kind of car is a little problem to move them, especially without a key, but you can get a key program for it. So I tried to open the boot. I forget that this kind of cars, it's a problem to open the boot, especially without a key, or even when the engine is not even light on. It's a kind of problem. So I'm not sure how to do it manually. I think maybe there's somehow some way to do it manually, but for the engine it's easy. I had to open because this is a full tour, guys.
Now, this is a solid luxury car that performs like a sports car, but it still gets close to 40 mpg on the highway. This is BMW 330i Sportline 2019 model. They consider this as one of the best sports sedans. Let me show you why.
If I were to get a car here, I'm willing to go for the 330i. Let me show you something. Ooh! What is this, guys? What is this one? What is this one? This is 330.
I couldn't believe that this is 330i. I had to check it twice because for it to be falling under 360's family, I can say it's a very major 330i. As you can see, the interior, guys, so spacious, and also the front bumper is found at the back, in which I'm not sure which kind of accident this has been. So the current bid for this one around the moment, it was 205,000, guys. Imagine for this kind of car that is in a very bad condition, especially the exterior, as you can see. And also it could sold for around 295,000. I can say, guys, this is a very special car. I can say so, guys. I have not much ways to say. As you can see, there's no key and it's damaged. Interior.
Now this is 2011 Volkswagen Polo V4 1.4, which, guys, a very good car, especially if you're starting to get a job, if you're starting to work. This is a very good car. South African people, they know, they call this Mama Senya Sevenza, because now you're starting to work. But I can say very good car, very good interior, simple. As you can see, there's no radio. So the current bidding around that time was 42,000, and it goes sold for around 45,000, which I can say it's a very good deal for a car like this one. It's a very good deal. You can buy it, then people can say you bought it from a car dealership at a high amount, only to find out it was just an auction. That's where you get it. So I tried also to open a boot here. I could not open a boot. I'm not sure whether I started to think the boot can't be opened, because mostly I think I opened the boot with the key. So I started to think, I'm not sure why I started to think a boot can't be opened at all. But guys, I can say this is a very good Polo Vivo 1.4 liters. I can buy it. Now this is Dodge. So this is Dodge Journey. This model, I can say it's a 2008 to 2010 model, which is in a very good condition. The current bidding for this one, I got amazed. It was 5,000 for this car like this one that can run for 5,000. I'm not sure why this was 5,000, but I think someone left the door open. I'm not sure why did they left the door open. Maybe it was those people like me who were reviewing the car, then they left the door open.
I got impressed by this car when I took a look inside. I found out this is a very good 6-seat family car. But you know guys, mostly you'll not find 6 passengers inside, you'll find more than 8. That's how it is. So I had to get into the bed to try out the leg room. But I'm short. For me I can say it had a very good leg room. So I had space. I was sitting comfortably. The seat, guys, I can say they're comfortable. The headroom also, I had to try it out. Very good headroom. But to get out, especially for tall people, it will be a very big problem. Or for extra flesh people also, it will be a very big problem to come out. But I can say overall, this is a very good family car. Now I was always wondering why guys they don't allow the Charger, the Challenger into South Africa, because the dealerships were supposed to be selling them, but I don't find them in South Africa at all. Mostly they come here via Lesotho, in which it will be a problem because you'll be using number plate from Lesotho, and to change it will cost more than the car sometimes. So I had to also get into the front, which is it have a very big room. Like I said, the seats are comfortable, and also I was expecting that stick gear from Zolabad. If you don't know the Zolabad, you know guys, the taxis, yeah, those Maranyana taxis, the Toyota ones, the older ones, those are the Zolabad. So I was getting touchy and there guys, don't blame me. And also while I was opening the compartments guys, it has a lot of compartments. I saw that the window is broken the other side. If maybe I didn't make this video, I was gonna skip that part. Guys, this one has very lot of compartments, and also the radios there. Guys, otherwise this is a very good Dodge. This is 2007 Toyota Yaris sedan. It is an amazement to see a Yaris in a sedan because we're used to the Yaris hatchbacks. But for this one, immediately when I took a look at this one, I said wow, because of the rims. Guys, the rims it was that missing puzzle, the missing piece of a puzzle. It just gives that thing to the car. So I had to get inside, even though the color is kind of good, I won't complain. Immediately when I got inside, I got disappointed because of the speedometer. I'm not sure why the speedometer is in the middle, because guys, imagine when you keep looking to the left, even for the petrol fuel, whether it's empty or it's going to get depleted, you keep on looking to the left. It will distract you guys from the road. So I can say these are the bad designs of a car sometimes you get, but otherwise it's in a very good condition. Inside it just needs a little bit TLC. It's not that good condition, but I can say it's in a good condition. So I had to open the bonnet and see guys, because I heard all the Toyota engines are the same. If you take a Quantum engine, put it here in a Yaris or put it in a Corolla, whichever Corolla, it will still work. So it's kind of an amazement that all Toyota Corolla engines are the same. And the current bidding at that moment, it was 44,000. Guess how much it got sold? It got sold also for 44,000. It didn't go up or it didn't go down.
Another car that caught my eyes was this 2008 Mercedes-Benz C200 AMG. This one I had to go to the back in order to find out whether it's an AMG or not, because I'm used to the C63 AMG. But for this one, while I was busy checking around, I saw that it has two colors. As you can see here, it has that original paint, which is the black one, and the other side it is the matte black, if you can see when I go to the other side. But for this one, the AMG, especially the engine, is so powerful that a lot of people are looking for this engine, especially the 63 one. How would I to get that one? But I'm kidding. As you can see, this one is pretty messed up, especially the interior. I'm not sure what they were trying to fix, but this one, it got sold for around 45,000. If you want to make it a project car, it's going to be a very good project car, because the engine, like I said, I would dare to have it. In Mercedes-Benz, we have the A-Class, but here the hatchback family will call it the 1 Series. This is BMW 118i, which has been in a very bad accident. I think here it might be being crushed by maybe a truck, but something huge, which is a very expensive accident. But I can say the structure is so thin because I have to try it out. I can say the structure is very thin. Now guys, as you can tell that no, this is in a good condition. As you can tell inside that this is a newer one, maybe around 2018 2019, you know, and this one got sold in an auction for around 36,000, which the price is very good, but it's gonna need a lot of fixing.
This is Jeep SRT, which I couldn't get. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the full tour of the car because there was a barrier there prohibiting us from getting to the other side, which is there's a barrier there. But mostly these guys in South Africa will have the Grand Cherokee. These are the other engines that I could die for to get. SRT, very powerful engine. It was mostly, I think, the fastest SUV, but Tesla been getting in these days. But I can say very good engine.